Hey, everybody, welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom Podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat where we talk about whatever you want to talk about. Feel free to ask me any questions, suggest any topic. We don't shy away from stuff here. Also, if you disagree with me, feel free to come in and challenge me on something. Correct me if I've said something factually incorrect, or if you disagree with one of my positions on something, let me know. Come on in, let me know. Love to hear from you. I want to hear what your position is on these things. So come on, ask whatever question you want to ask. Like I said, can be gun related, can be wrestling related, car related, whatever. We got a lot of manly man stuff interests here, all of us in this chat. So as always, I want to start off the chat by reading anyone who bought merchandise from my Shopify store, which I'm not wearing any. Well, I think I'm wearing my Man Huron shirt under here. So I'm not even wearing any of my merchandise today. That's 2 days in a row, I think. I didn't wear none of my merchandise. But if you want some of my merchandise, go buy it. You can go to TYMP There's a link there to go over my page. Today we got one order, and it was from Buddy Angus Shepherd Jr., and he got the Don't Tread on Me Again, I Dare You t-shirt. Nice design. I like that design. I did that by mistake, actually, because I decided to add the snake to the other drawing. And I'm like, well, if I dream once, I'm going to use it for something else, too. So I do draw my shirts, do draw the designs. They're not clip art designs like some designs are. I mean, I'm not above doing a clip art design, but 99% of mine are all hand-drawn Yankee specials. So if you want one, go over and get it. And it does support the TYMP. So thanks to Buddy Angus Shepherd Jr. We always get the juniors. We never get the originals in here. All right. With that being said, let's move on to any questions we might have coming in tonight. We got one come in here real quick over on paper through YouTube. Amazon has plastic Colt in gold. A plastic Colt in gold. Well, I don't want a plastic one. I want that real one in gold. But if I had that, that'd be the most impractical gun because I'd be afraid to use it. You never would. You never want to shoot it. I would even be afraid to handle it because I'd be afraid I'd scratch it or, drool on it and it would ruin the finish or something. So it'd be a useless gun. It would just be to look at. Not that there's anything wrong with being something that people just look at. I would myself love to be a trophy husband. I kind of like to think I am. What's this? My sister sent me. I'm not driving to West Virginia. If I go to West Virginia, I'm fucking flying. My sister's like, we can all drive to West Virginia. I'm like, I'm not fucking driving to West Virginia. I will fly if I go. I don't know. It costs just much to drive there when you factor in gas and everything. I ain't fucking doing it. All right. Let's get to work here. Plus, I don't really want to go back to West Virginia for any reason. It's kind of nasty there. It's depressing. Go back to my hometown. A hometown that used to be nice. The roads were actually paved. There were nice houses. People had jobs. And there was like baseball fields, a public pool, all these kind of things that you could go and do. And youth center, all this stuff. Skating rink. And now there's nothing. The roads aren't even paved anymore. The homes are falling down. Everybody's on fucking OxyContin and meth. So it's just a fucking nightmare to go back here now. It's depressing. It looks like a slum. But it was a nice little town at one point in time. And unfortunately, I think that's true in a lot of. Oh, that is kind of cool looking. Hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. But let me get back to the questions here. Hickory dickory dock, Elon sucked a duck. I don't think that rhymes. But why did Elon suck a duck? Does that mean something? I'm not sure. What did Elon do now? And I want to respond to something someone said yesterday. Someone got upset with me kind of because I said that, Trump and Elon Musk did that pathetic little thing on the lawn of the White House to try to sell Teslas to Trump supporters. And I said it was pathetic. And then someone said, well, was it pathetic when Joe Biden tried to sell Ford electric trucks and Jeep electric vehicles and stuff on the lawn of the White House? I'm like, a little, but not nearly as bad, because here's the thing. Joe Biden supporters buy electric vehicles. Trump supporters don't buy electric vehicles. So that was like a desperate bullshit thing. Also, it would have been more similar if Henry Ford was a cabinet member and was trying to sell Fords on the front lawn. That would have been more like what Elon Musk was doing, because he was a fucking cabinet member selling product on the front lawn of the White House to people who ain't going to buy it. So it was kind of pathetic. Now, if I found out Joe Biden had heavy stock interest in Stellantis, well, then, yeah, then it would be like you're using your position to pad your pocketbook, and that would not be okay. But otherwise, it wasn't nearly as pathetic as trying to sell electric cars to Trump supporters. They're not big on electric cars. Let's see here. Going back to where I was. John Heasley chimed in, got an entry into the double super secret rock giveaway that we can't talk about. Am I ever going to get the Zombie Slayer, or wait unturned I win the next one too? You ain't winning the next one. And yes, you'll get the Zombie Slayer. I just ain't sending you. It's still back there. I've let you watch it every day, but I got to get the little cover engraved. Caden's supposed to be teaching me when he gets back tonight. I don't know if I feel up to it though. I'm tired. I got about 3.5 hours sleep last night. Everybody knows I don't go to bed till like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I had to get up by 10 to get to the gun shop, because it takes an hour to get to the gun shop from here, by 11, and then be out to drop my car off at 12, and then meet friends for lunch at 1. So I had to get up at 10, but then I woke up at 9 and never went back to sleep, because Django started hoof, hoof, hoof. And he was laying in the bed right next to me, looking out the window going, ruff, or out the front door going, hoof, out the door of the bedroom, hoof, hoof. Just little hoofs. And I'm like, Django, calm the fuck down. But no, you're going to have to wait a little longer though, because Mark Lax paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Remember, pay your tithe to Phil, you heathens, so he doesn't have to punish you. I have about 20 different calibers, so I should consolidate, but I will likely still get a few more because I'm a glutton for poor choices. Although I guess for scavenging, I'll be okay. Well, that scavenging is one of the good things. That's Mark Lax again, like I said, paying his $2 tithe to Phil. And talking about our topic from our first chat today, Paul Bidenbach chimed in, got an entry into the silver bullet drawing. Last count, I have 11 pistol calibers, always looking to increase them. Hail Phil. I'm always looking to increase my pistols. I don't know about the calibers, but definitely the pistols. Clinton Barella also chimed in, got an entry into the double super secret rock giveaway we can't talk about. I remember when DHS contracted for all the ammo and the fearmongers said government was taking all the ammo. They didn't tell people the contract was over the course of 10 years. And they didn't tell people that is ammo that's already counted into the, these people, the companies that provide that ammo, they don't really sell on the individual market all that much. They are government contractor producers of ammo. Like when Winchester makes ammo in its regular plant, that's not the same ammo they sell on contract to big companies and stuff. It's two separate lines, a lot of times in separate buildings under separate company names. Yes, they try to fearmonger into creating panic. They want people to panic and run and buy stuff. Jason Thompson paid his $2 tithe to Phil. What's with all these long ones tonight? It keeps saying see more. I sent you more emails. This is just after Tater Hater, by the way. One in particular really bothered me, and another reason why I hate going to Florida. Oh, the Florida one? I saw one about why you hate Florida. Or you said Florida cops were weird. I also saw the one you said about the one cop that ruined the guy's life. So I saw some of the ones you sent today. I don't know if I saw all of them or not. I love the wildlife and the fishing there, but the Florida cops are extremely creepy. Well, they have a real attitude there, I've noticed. Well, they're backed up by their state too. The Florida government is very pro police state. That was Jason Thompson. Adam Marino. I wonder if he's any relation to, what's her name? Lena Marino, or what was her name? Rita Moreno. I don't know if he's in relation to Rita Moreno. Refund me if I don't win. You have to respect that I'm poor. I don't have to respect nothing. I don't respect nothing or nobody. Yankee cares about one person, and that's Yankee. Sorry, Yankee. Shut up. I'm paraphrasing The Simpsons there, in case y'all didn't catch it. It's one of my favorite lines from The Simpsons. Surly only cares about one person, and that's Surly. Sorry, Surly. Shut up. I used to be a huge Simpsons fan. Johnny Mandrick chimed in. Also got an entry into the double super secret rock giveaway. Yankee, if the Easter bunny leaves eggs and candy, what does the Easter possum leave? Well, he just cleans up after everybody. He comes in and eats all the ticks out of the yard before you go looking for eggs so you don't get ticks. And then he cleans up afterwards. The Easter possum encourages you to donate to your 401k and teaches you, how to care for wounded animals. He's a good guy. And Lucas Imes chimed in, paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Says, Dunkley Osteus and Dakota Raptor, can we call it paying your Phil bill? You can call whatever you want. And he just paid his Phil bill for the day, so Phil doesn't fuck him up. All right, that's it for that over there. Let's get over here, see if Pigar says, how can I beat John Heasley? Well, encouraging everybody to get an entry into the contest so John Heasley doesn't have the majority of entries. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Let me go. I got some emails here to get to. Let me click the button. Present. Boom. Boom. All right. Here's the first one. George Powell says, buy a Taurus, they said. The quality is better now, they said. It's always been okay, but it is better now. This was after 10 357 rounds and 40 rounds and 40 38s. They'll fix it, but I don't trust it now. Any news on the SDR's reliability? And the liquor store guy loved my cotton shirt, so hopefully he buys one. Well, hopefully you told him where to get one, because he ain't gonna find it easy. My store's kind of, well, what happened? The screw fell out? The crane screw? I don't know what you're showing me here. If that's the case, we'll put the strain screw back in and put some Loctite or something on it. I'm not seeing what happened other than that. And sometimes they ship with, maybe the screw's not super tight. But yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying happened. Then we got Ghost Shadow sent an email here. Share your screen, Winder. Boom, boom. You can afford this gold Colt only $24. For $24, I'd almost buy that. That's kind of cool looking. I have the one that you sent that I still play with. It's out there on my table right now. Yeah, that one actually looks pretty cool too. That's very gold, very shiny. It looks like the same one like what you got me, because it looks like the same type of bullets, how you load them. Because I didn't realize at first you have to push them all the way down in there and it wouldn't close the cylinder. All right. One more here. One more email. Share screen. Winder. Here it is. Okay. What's he saying here? What did it say? The legends are true. The Security 6 grips do fit the Manhurins. When I removed the stock grip, I noticed the stainless is scuffed behind the cylinder release. You can see the last photo. What is the best way to take care of that? Have it bead blasted? What's scuffed behind the cylinder release? I can't really see it up close to see what he's talking about. Like right in through here. Oh, you're talking like where the grip was before. Take Scotch-Brite pad and some oil, some rim oil and a Scotch-Brite pad, and just rub the whole thing. You won't even notice that anymore. That's what he was asking me. How does he fix that blemish? Same thing on the back strap there. If that's blemishes on the back, just take the Scotch-Brite pad and some 4O steel wool synthetic sheets, the gray ones. Put a little oil on them and just rub it. It'll come right off. Not off. It'll rub it right out. Just rub one out. All righty. Let's see where we're at here on the questions. We got Jonathan Aho paid his $2 tithe to Phil posthumously, so that he stays out of their business. So, and that catches us up with all the super chats. Let's go over here and see what we got coming in. Regular chats. Is the chat on live chat or top chat? It's on live chat. Live chat. I switched it at the thing. Pigar. So if I win, can I donate randomly to others that entered? What do you mean? If you win, can you donate randomly to others that entered? Like if you win the rock giveaway, can you just give to somebody else? Well, hell yeah, I don't care. It's yours once you win. You can do whatever you fucking want with it. You can give it to me and I'll sell it. I just don't have a need for another 5.7. I got a 5.7. But yeah, I mean, if you want to give someone. I don't care. Don't care. Once it's not mine anymore, it's yours. You do what you want with it. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your property. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just not going to do it. Not going to do it. So the Healy monster going to win again? LOL. Well, right now he's got a very good chance because he probably has the single most entries of anybody. Even Martin Nuaguin doesn't have as many entries as him. Joe Pearson is probably the next most entries. And then like Kevin Payton, Clinton Barella, Jeff Patterson. Edgar Cortez has got quite a few. But John Heasley's got the most. All right. Joe Helfin. Hi, Yankee. Can you tell me what's bad about the Kimber Pro Carry? I don't know. I don't know anything bad about it, other than if it's in 45. But other than that, I got no problem with them. I like Kimbers. Kimber makes some great guns. I want a camp guard really bad. Cool shirt. It is a cool shirt. I get a lot of comments on this shirt. I love this shirt. It goes well with my Bigfoot hat. Have you seen the Lobo gun leather sidekick shoulder holster yet? No, I have not. It seems like a good option for your not wearing pants days. I have not seen that. I'll have to look that up. Hold on. See if I can. Sidekick shoulder holster. Let's see if I can find it. I will take a look at it real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Shoulder holsters. Where's the sidekick holster? Shoulder holster. Standard shoulder holster. Oh, there's the sidekick shoulder holster. Oh, it's one of those ones that just like hangs on one side, isn't it? I'm not sure if I like that or not. I don't know. Oh, it's a crossbody. It's kind of like a purse. Well, yeah, that'd be kind of nice. I might like try that. That's kind of like a purse. Does it attach to your belt loop or something to keep it from moving when you pull your gun out? I wouldn't mind trying one of them. I wouldn't mind it at all. Where we at? John Heasley chimed in again over here to rub it in everybody's face. For the win, he said. If he wins, I'm going to be so mad. You can't let this happen. I'm going to start saying gets interest when he doesn't, just so people get mad and enter. That's what I should start doing. That's what I should have done from the beginning. Where are we at? All right, we're all caught up there. We got a P-Gar says anything to beat John Heasley. And then Trent M said sent you an email. Okay, let's see if I see it over here. I don't see it. Are you sure you sent me an email? I don't see any new emails. Oh, are you talking about the one I already got to about the buffing on the guns? Because remember I said take a Scotch-Brite pad or a 4.0 steel wool synthetic pad and get some oil, just rub it, should rub out. Did you not hear that? Is that the one you're talking about, or did you send another email? Because I'm a little confused. I don't really know what's going on. Kevin Payton chimed in, got himself another 2 entries into the double super secret rock giveaway. 2 to block the Heasley of the Black Lagoon. The Heasley of the Black Lagoon. Are you from a Black Lagoon? Talk about small world. I used to tell my sister that my family found her in the swamp. I was like, we were out in the swamp, and Mom saw you crawling around on the side of a tree. Felt sorry for you, and we took you home, dressed you like people, cut your lizard tail off. Used to tell her that all the time. One of my sisters, she looked like a monkey when she was young. She was gangly, all hairy. She looked like a little spider monkey walking around. Looked just like a little spider monkey. She doesn't look like a spider monkey now. She looks like a grown adult woman, but she used to look like a spider monkey. And I got a niece. I always told her that she was born a boy, but because of a terrible accident with a rotary fan when she was young, we had to raise her as a girl. I think she found out that wasn't true though when she got pregnant. Although men nowadays can get pregnant, I hear. So maybe I could still convince her. All right, where was I at? Did I ever read his? Oh yeah, he was just the Heasley from the Black Lagoon. Joe Pearson chimed in also and said, I think instead of banning Welper, we ban the Heasley monster, at least from any drawings. Also, is the Heasley monster part of the cryptid community, like Bigfoot? No, I don't think so. He's not that cool. He's more of the cryptic community or the decrepit community, maybe. That's me. I'm getting to be in the decrepit community. I was talking today. I was like, look, they still have the blush of youth. I have the pallor of decrepency, kind of turning gray as I'm getting older. Used to have shiny red cheeks and stuff when you're out and you're moving around, and the blush of youth. I don't have the blush of youth anymore. If my face turns red now, call an ambulance because I'm probably having a heart attack. It's not a good thing like it used to be. All righty, where was I at? I just read Joe Pearson's. Now let's get back over here. Liberation Day is the start of the Trump recession. Well, that doesn't sound like a good thing. Why would they celebrate that? That don't sound like that's something they would do or what they should do. Is Phil happy today? I think Phil's always pretty happy. I mean, he's a pretty serious guy. He's got a lot on his plate, but I think he likes his job. And I also think he likes punishing people. So there's that. He's really good at the punishing people stuff. And some people are going to find that out. Tinfoil hat moment. I'm still of the mind that you are John Heasley and you created him as a ploy to increase donations through perceived competition and jealousy. You know, I've been called a lot of shitty things in my life, but being accused of being John Heasley is like the worst thing anybody's ever said to me. Do you think the ghost of Gary is haunting your channel and bringing bad luck? No, YouTube is bringing bad luck to my channel because I don't got the brains to keep my mouth shut. And I keep calling them on their bullshit. And every time I do, I get punished drastically. They've cut my views down again. They've cut out a bunch of people. I don't know if anybody's getting my videos. I hate to ask, but did you hear anything after Honda's chat last night? Don't be too mad at him. He's special. I didn't hear nothing about Honda's chat. Honda can say whatever he wants. I don't take offense at the mentally deficient saying stuff about me. Hey, Yankee, did you ever get a chance to shoot the Taurus TH-45, the striker-fired polymer handgun? I have not. I am not. I don't know if anybody even owns one. Colorado legislators want to make it a crime to misgender someone. And in what capacity? I mean, like, you got to be intentionally mean about it or something? Because, well, you know, it's not illegal to be mean to people, so I don't understand, or rude. So, you know, are they making it illegal to be rude to everybody or just certain people? And plus, what if it's, you know, honest mistake? Like, there's a lot of times I'm like, man or woman? Man or woman? And plus, when someone's transitioning, sometimes I'm not sure which way they're going, to be honest. Like, is that a man trying to become a woman and they're kind of like in between? Or is it a really butch woman trying to become a man? I don't know sometimes. And if you have to like guess and say something and you're wrong, well, you shouldn't be punished immediately for that. You should be given a chance to do right. Like if I said to someone, "You're welcome, ma'am," and they're like, "I'm a sir," I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying." Or if I say, "Welcome, sir," and they say, I identify as a woman, I'll be like, "Oh, I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know." If I ever talk to you again, which I hope I don't, because I don't want to talk to nobody, I'll make sure to get it right. Unless I don't remember you, which I probably won't. Ford built a custom Bronco for a teenage girl with autism. The girl can't actually drive it because she's low functioning. Her parents and siblings drive her around in it. Well, ain't that nice? Well, that's very nice of them to do that, I think. Joe Pearson, I read that one. Clinton Barella chimed in again and said, the Kimber KDS-9C. I always, whenever anybody talks about that gun, I automatically think they're talking about the K6S for some reason in my head. I have to keep them separated. The Kimber KDS-9C I've been saving for since December. Just shot up in price, $200 on Grab-A-Gun. Should I abandon it and just get a P226? Oh, well, if you really want the KDS-9C, why'd it go up so much? Was it on sale or something? Was there a rebate? Now it's not there. Can you find it somewhere else? for the price you wanted. I mean, don't give up on your dreams, and don't buy a gun that, you know, doesn't scratch the itch, because I've made that mistake many times. Like let's say there was an $800 gun I wanted, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $800, so I buy a $500 gun. Well, I eventually end up selling that $500 gun for $400 and buying the $800 gun. So I just make myself miserable. So hold on to your dreams, reach for them stars. You can do it. I believe in you. But I would see why it went up so much. That doesn't sound normal that it would go up that much. That's a lot. $200 for a gun to go up? That's a lot for a gun to go up. All right, where was I at? What was I talking about? A woman's dating profile says, if you keep your air conditioning under 70 degrees, then swipe left. I keep mine under 70. I keep my air conditioning at 68 all summer long. And then I turn the heat to 68 in the winter, because that's what temperature I'm comfortable at, 68 degrees. I'm kind of fat, and I like to be comfortable. I don't want to be sweaty. Hey, Yank, what is the best 10 millimeter 1911? I don't know. My favorite 10 millimeter 1911 is my Nighthawk Custom Talon. That's my favorite 10 millimeter 1911. But then again, the Dan Wesson Bruin is also right up there. But as far as like 10 millimeter 1911s, if I was going out today and buy one, it would be the Kimber Camp Guard. I think was it called the Camp Guard? That's a 10 millimeter. Yeah, that gun is fucking awesome. I would love to have one of those, but probably not going to happen. I'd have to have a lot of extra money to buy another 1911 right now, because, you know, I don't carry 1911s usually. So, went to France, and gas pumps are stuck in the 1950s, stuck in time warp, went to Switzerland, and it was like going into the future. Why are you going on in foreign countries, you commie? Why don't you stay in here where you belong? Makes me think you're some sort of spy. Everybody keep your eye on Andrew P. Don't let him see any top secret stuff. Well, we'll let Elon Musk see everything. So, my neighbor's French bulldog, Moxie. Well, a friend of ours had a dog named Moxie. She just passed away like a month ago. Just ran up to me and licked my leg. That's cute, though. French bulldogs are allowed to do that. If it was your neighbor did that, then I'd want to know more information before whether I decided whether that was a good or a bad thing. But if it's a bulldog, that's good. That's a positive thing. If they run up and lick your leg, I'm pro that. If I didn't have to pay for a new deck, new sliding glass door, windows, floor in Dad's room, floor, he don't have a floor? We'll put a floor in his room. God damn, what's he doing? Hanging from the ceiling? New floor and bathroom, I could have had a hell of a lot of entries. You could, or you could went out and bought some guns, not even have to worry about the entries. You could have just bought some. You could have bought that gold Python for what you spent on doors and stuff, and plus the floor. What you spent on the deck, you could buy a few gold Pythons, multiple gold Pythons. Because, you know, if you're going to buy one gold Python, you just can't have one. You're going to need a bunch of them. Andrew P. said, read my comment. Did I read it wrong or something? I read your comment. Went to France. Gas pumps are stuck in the 1950s. Stuck in a time warp. Went to Switzerland. And it was like going, I read it. What are you telling me? Read your comment. I read it. If I had feelings, you might hurt it. I'd do my best. Can I use a hammer? If I get to try to hurt your feelings, can I use a hammer? I don't agree with any laws against speech, like cussing in court. Some people cuss when they're upset or just how they talk. Yeah, I don't really get offended by language. Shouldn't be a crime. Also, hate crimes are just crimes. I think the only time hate crimes sometimes make sense because there is a different type of mindset. If someone is committing a crime against someone because of the color of their skin or something like that, that person's more of a risk to society than if they're committing a crime against someone because they were starving and wanted to take their wallet so they can go buy food. I think it's good in judging, how big a threat to society is someone. If they were stealing, if they hit someone in the head with a pipe and they were still doing that because they were starving and they needed to feed themselves and their kids, well, they're still a menace and they go to jail. But if they just did it and they didn't really need anything, there was no motivating factor other than they're just a hateful person, well, then put them in jail a little longer. I'm okay with that. But no laws against speech. I don't like that. If I won, well, unless it's defamation or slander, you can't do that. If I won the double super secret 5.7, I might be slightly annoyed. 5.7x28 is pain in the ass to reload, as have to wax lubricate the outside of the neck after loading and before firing. Well, I always lubricate the neck before firing anyway. I think that's just good sense. Actually, I don't do that at all. We're out of time. Why anybody tell me we're out of time? You let me sit here and babble, and we're out of time. Let me make sure I've caught up on all the super chats. Boom. Yes, we are. Clinton Barella was the last one. And boom, Trent M was the last one over here. So we are all caught up. Thanks, everybody, for coming today. Thanks for everybody for participating in the chat, keeping the conversation rolling, letting me babble. Thanks to everybody for helping support the programs, everybody supporting the channel, watching videos. Although most of you didn't watch today's video, but it was a very niche category, a niche topic, I guess I should say. So thanks everybody for everything you do for the channel. I appreciate it. I'll see you all again tomorrow at our regular time, 6 p.m. Pacific. So until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.